Hello friends, today I would like to introduce you one of the famous essays, A Defense of Poetry by P.B. Shelley. A Defense of Poetry is Shelley's famous essay. He wrote this essay in 1821, but it was published in 1840 after his death. Shelley's essay doesn't put forth any theory of poetry. It doesn't formulate any rules and regulations of poetry. On the contrary, he speaks of the nature of poetry, poet, and evolution of poetry. A defense of poetry is Shelley's response to Love Peacock's work called Four Ages of Poetry. In his Four Ages of Poetry, Thomas Leacock, Shelley's friend, had criticized poetry as the waste of time. Shelley has attempted to defend poetry against its charge, and the result is your essay. Let us concentrate on the MCQs on a defense of poetry. Number one, which of the following is true to a defense of poetry? Options are A, it is an essay by P.B. Shelley. B, it was written in 1821. C, it was first published in 1840. D, all these are true. Correct option is D, all these are true. Number two, Shelley's A Defense of Poetry is his answer to dash dash. Options are A, Thomas Love Peacock's The Four Ages of Poetry. B, T.J. Mathias' Pursuits of Literature. C, William Godwin's Of History and Romance. D, Coleridge's Biographia Literaria. Correct option is A, Thomas Love Peacock's The Four Ages of Poetry. Number three, Shelley has defined poetry as dash dash. Options are A, musical thought. B, a series of images. C, a word picture. D, the expression of the imagination. Correct option is D, the expression of the imagination. Number four, which of the following is true to Shelley's opinion of poetry? Options are A, poetry teaches delightfully. B, poetry is innate. C, it is like overchanging wind over an Aeolian lyre. D, all these are true. Correct option is D, all these are true. Number five, which of the following is true to the poet? A, poets are the founders of civil society. B, poets are the instructor of laws. C, poets are inventors of arts of life. D, poets are teachers. E, all these are true. Correct option is E, all these are true. Number six, I Shelley thinks dash dash is the task of the poet. Options are A, apprehend true and beautiful in the world. B, to narrate story in measure. C, to teach to the society. D, something else. Correct option is A, to apprehend true and beautiful in the world. Number seven, the poets were known as dash dash in earlier ages. Options are A, legislator. B, prophets. C, both. D, none. Correct option is C, both. Number eight, I Shelley cites dash dash is the instrument of poetry. Options are A, language. B, color. C, form. D, religious and civil habits. E, all these. Correct option is E, all these. Number nine, which of the following is true to poetry? Options are A, it is different from story. B, time doesn't destroy the beauty of poetry. C, poetry forever develops new and wonderful applications of the external truth. D, all these are true. Correct option is D, all these are true. Number 10, to the distinction between dash dash, Shelley calls a vulgar error. Options are A, poets and prose writers, B, philosophers and poets, C, philosophers and painters, D, historians and reasoners. Correct option is A, poets and prose writers. Number 11, as Shelley thinks, Plato was essentially dash dash. Options are A, philosopher, B, an orator, C, a storyteller, D, a poet. Correct option is D, a poet. Number 12, on the basis of dash dash, Shelley regards Plato and essentially a poet. Options are A, his love for truth, B, glorious language of his imagery, C, melody in his language, D, on all these. Correct option is D, on all these. Number 13, Plato rejected the measure of poetry for dash dash. Options are A, he sought to kindle harmony in thought, B, it was difficult to understand to the people, C, measure of poetry was tough to handle, D, reason is something different. Correct option is A, he sought to kindle harmony in thought. Number 14, who of the following has been hailed by Shelley as the philosopher of the loftiest power? Options are A, Shakespeare, B, Dante, C, John Milton, D, all of them. Correct option is D, all of them. Number 15, to Shelley, poem is the very image of dash dash. Options are A, object, B, nature, C, life, D, vision. Correct option is C, life. Number 16, which of the following is true to Shelley's opinion about poetry? Options are A, it is different from poetry, B, it is a catalogue of detached facts, C, it applies to a particular time, place and circumstances, D, all these are true. Correct option is D, all these are true. Number 17, the poet is compared to dash dash. Options are A, peacock, B, nightingale, C, cuckoo, D, eagle. Correct option is B, nightingale. Number 18, the comedy in Shakespeare's dash dash is described by Shelley as universal, ideal and sublime. Options are A, King Lear, B, Hamlet, C, Macbeth, D, Othello. Correct option is A, King Lear. Number 19, Shelley hails Shakespeare's dash dash as the perfect specimen of the dramatic art. Options are A, Julius Caesar, B, King Lear, C, Romeo and Juliet, D, Macbeth. Correct option is B, King Lear. Number 20, the age of dash dash has been called as the grossest degradation of the drama. Options are A, Elizabeth, B, Cromwell, C, Charles II, D, James VI. Correct option is C, Charles II. Number 21, Shelley compares poetry of dash dash to the meadow gale of June. Options are A, ancient Greeks, B, ancient Romans, C, ancient Italians, D, ancient English. Correct option is A, ancient Greeks. Number 22, whose poetry has been described as the inmost enchanted fountain of delight. Options are A, Travers, B, Dante, C, Virgil, D, Petrarch. Correct option is D, Petrarch. Number 23, which work of Dante has been hailed as an inexhaustible fountain of purity of sentiment and language? Options are A, Divine Comedy, B, Eclogues, C, Convivo, D, Vita Noa. Correct option is D. Vita Nova. Number 24. The poetry of dash dash is the bridge over the stream of time. Options are A. Homer, B. Dante, C. Tasso, D. Virgil. Correct option is B. Dante. Number 25. Whom Shelley regards Dante's rival? Options are A. William Shakespeare, B. John Milton, C. Edmund Spenser, D. Geoffrey Chaucer. Correct option is B. John Milton. Number 26. Identify from the following the first epic poet. Options are A. Homer, B. Dante, C. Apollonius Rhodius, D. Quintus Calver. Correct option is A. Homer. Number 27. Pick out the second epic poet from the following. Options are A. Nonnus Lucan, B. Virgil, C. Dante, D. John Milton. Correct option is C. Dante. Number 28. The credit of the third epic poet goes to dash dash English poet. Options are A. Edmund Spenser, B. William Shakespeare, C. John Milton, D. None of them. Correct option is C. John Milton. Number 29. Pick out from the following the first religious reformer. Options are A. Luther, B. John Newton, C. Dante, D. Jesus Christ. Correct option is C. Dante. Number 30. Who is called the congregator of great spirits preside over the resurrection of learning? Options are A. Dante, B. Tasso, C. Virgil, D. None of these. Correct option is A. Dante. Number 31. Which of the following is true to Shelley's opinion of poetry? Options are A. Poetry is divine, B. It is center and circumference of knowledge at one and the same time, C. It comprehends all sciences, D. All these are true. Correct option is D. All these are true. Number 32. Shelley regards Lord Bacon a poet on the basis of dash dash. Options are A. Sweetness in language and majesty in rhythm, B. Brevity of thought, C. Lucidity of expression, D. None of these. Correct option is A. Sweetness in language and majesty in rhythm. Number 33. Whom Shelley calls hierophants of an unapprehended inspiration? Options are A. Poets, B. Philosophers, C. Sculptors, D. Painters. Correct option is A. Poets. Number 34. Whom Shelley hails as the unacknowledged legislators of the world? Options are A. To the philosophers, B. To the poets, C. To the orators, D. To the painters. Correct option is B. To the poets. Number 35. Which of the following is known as the modes of history? Options are A. Epitomes, B. Objects in nature, C. Arraignments, D. None of these. Correct option is A. Epitomes. Number 36. To Shelley, poetry is a mirror that makes distorted dash dash. Options are A. Obscure, B. Beautiful, C. Ugly, D. Ridiculous. Correct option is B. Beautiful. Number 37. Which of the following is true to poetry? Options are A. It is accompanied with pleasure, B. It provides wisdom with delight, C. It acts in a divine and unapprehended manner, D. All these are true. Correct option is D. All these are true. Number 38. Poetry strengthens man's dash dash. Options are A. Moral nature, B. Limb, C. Brain, D. Position in the society. Correct option is A. Moral nature. Number 39. Which of the following is true to the drama of the highest order? Options are A. There is little scope for censure or hatred. B. It teaches self-knowledge. C. It teaches self-respect. D. All these are true. Correct option is D. All these are true. Number 40. Poetry is compared by Shelley to dash dash. Options are A. A sword of lightning. B. The floating clouds. C. Hailstones. D. Cyclone. Correct option is A. The sword of lightning. Number 41. Dasta's art form has been described as prismatic and many-sided mirror. Options are A. Drama. B. Story. C. Logic. D. Painting. Correct option is A. Drama. Number 42. Which of the following play is cited by Shelley as an example of superfluous specimen? Options are A. Cato. B. King Lear. C. Oedipus Strenuous. D. Agmenon. Correct option is A. Cato. Number 43. Dante's Dastas has been described as the perpetual hymn of everlasting love. Options are A. Hell. B. Purgatory. C. Paradise. D. None of these. Correct option is C. Paradise. Number 44. As Shelley puts forth, the effect of the Christian and chivalric poetry began to manifest from dash century. Options are A. 9, B. 11, C. 13, D. 16. Correct option is B. 11. Number 45. The principle of equality was discovered and applied by dash. Options are A. Plato. B. Pythagoras. C. Jesus Christ. D. Timaeus. Correct option is A. Plato. Number 46. The verses of Dastas is compared to the spells that unseal the inmost enchanted fountains of delight. Options are A. Virgil. B. Dante. C. Boccaccio. D. Petrarch. Correct option is D. Petrarch. Number 47. Identify the greatest love poet from the ancients. Options are A. Aristo. B. Plato. C. Tasso. D. Qualton. Correct option is B. Plato. Number 48. Whom Virgil called Justitissimus Unus in Paradise? Options are A. Erytheus. B. Tasso. C. Aristo. D. Quadron. Correct option is A. Erytheus. Number 49. Whose words are compared to burning atom of inextinguishable thought? Options are A. Homer. B. Erytheus. C. Lucan. D. Dante. Correct option is D. Dante. Number 50. Whom Shelley calls the Lucifer of poets? Options are A. Homer. B. Dante. C. Shakespeare. D. John Milton. Correct option is B. Dante. Number 51. Dastas is the root and blossom of all other systems of thought. Options are A. Poetry. B. Philosophy. C. Painting. D. Logic. Correct option is A. Poetry. Number 52. Pick out from the following the concluding statement of Shelley is a defense of poetry. Options are A. Poets are the unacknowledged legislator of the world. B. These things are not The less poetry quid carent bad sacro. C. All high poetry is infinite. It is as the first acron. D. Poets are the hierophants of an unapprehended inspiration. Correct option is A. Poets are the unacknowledged legislator of the world.